Welcome, UCL fans, to our Week 6 review for the United Championship League Offseason Little Cup Tournament. I apologize to anyone because this is late. I usually try to have these up on Tuesday. Unfortunately, life and other things kind of got in the way. But if you do enjoy this video, please leave it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section what match you think was Match of the Week this week as well. We're going to go ahead and jump right into our review. We're going to start down in the Johto division. We had the Tucson Terrakions, who were 3-2, taking on the Bronx Bearticks, who were 5-0. It was a narrow 1-0 victory for the Bronx Bearticks. MVP of the match goes to Shelter of the Bronx Bearticks, who managed to get 3 knockouts this week. And then also in the Johto division, we had the Toronto Tokakis, who are 0-5, taking on the Carolina Keldios, who were 2-3. And it was a 2-0 victory for the Carolina Keldios. MVP of the match goes to Elekid from the Carolina Keldios, who managed to get 2 knockouts this week. Moving on to the Hoenn division, we had the Pittsburgh Pichus, who are 1-4, taking on the Grand Canyon Greninjas, who were 0-5. And it was an amazing 5-0 victory for the Grand Canyon Greninjas. MVP of the match goes to Dwebble from the Grand Canyon Greninjas, who managed to get 4 knockouts and almost swept the entirety of the Pittsburgh Pichus. We also had the St. Louis Rampardos, who are 5-0, taking on the New York Yankees in a 4-1 with a 4-1 record in a must-win situation for New York. However, it was a 2-0 victory for the St. Louis Rampardos. MVP of the match goes to Mienfu from the St. Louis Rampardos, who managed to get 3 knockouts this week. On to the Sinnoh division, we had the Philadelphia Feraligators, who are 0-5, taking on the Newcastle Nido-Kings, who are 5-0. And it was a 3-0 victory for the Newcastle Nido-Kings. MVP of the match goes to the Nidoran male from the Newcastle Nido-Kings, who managed to get 5 knockouts this week. After that, we had the Durham Druddigans, who are 2-3, take on the Long Island Reggie Rockies, who are 3-2. However, this match did not take place this week, as it appears that the Durham Druddigans had to forfeit this match. And finally, in the Kanto division, we have the South Beach Slow Kings, who are 3-2, take on the Bristol City Blazekins, who are 0-5. And it was a 2-0 victory for the Bristol City Blazekins. MVP of the match goes to Krogunk from the Blazekins, who managed to get 2 knockouts this week. And then finally, we had the Real Morils, who were 4-1, taking on the Tulsa Talonflames, who were 3-2. However, this match did not take place. The Tulsa Talonflames chose to forfeit this match to the Real Morils. It's very interesting because had this match been able to have taken place, if the Tulsa Talonflames would have won, they actually would have been tied, and they would have had to battle one more time in order to actually determine who would make it out of the Kanto division. But with all that done, we now know who is going to be moving on in each of the divisions. Going from the lowest to the highest rank from the Kanto division, we had the Bristol City Blazekins, who are 1-5. The South Beach Slow Kings and the Tulsa Talonflames tied at 3-3 apiece. And then the Real Morils, coached by Mega Mogwai, with a 5-1 record, will be moving on to the playoffs. In the Johto division, again, starting from the bottom to the top, we had the Toronto Tokakis, who have an 0-6 record, the Carolina Keldios, who are 3-3, the Tucson Terrakions, who are also 3-3, and then moving on to the playoffs were the Bronx Bearticks, coached by Joey Pokeyame, MD. From the Hoenn division, we had the Grand Canyon Greninjas and Pittsburgh Pichus tied at 1-5. The New York Yankees with a 4-2 record. And then with a 6-0 record moving on to the playoffs are the St. Louis Rampardos. Finally, down in the Sinnoh division, we had the Philadelphia Feraligators with an 0-6 record. The Durham Druddigans with a 2-4 record. The Long Island Reggie Rockies with a 4-2 record, and then the Newcastle Nido-Kings with a 6-0 record moving on to the playoffs. So with all that in mind, this weekend we will be having the Real Morils taking on the Bronx Bearticks, and then the St. Louis Rampardos taking on the Newcastle Nido-Kings. And of course, the winners of that match will meet in the finals 2 weeks from Saturday for it. But that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. As far as match of the week goes, I would say the match of the week would probably either go to it was even though it was a shorter match, I definitely really enjoyed watching the Pittsburgh Peaches and the Grand Canyon Greninjas because, despite the fact this would have been their second meeting for just the UCL LC, of course, the Grand Canyon Greninjas had to forfeit due to sleep schedules and just not being able to get together. They also, the last time these two were supposed to meet in season one, they actually never even battled as well. So this was actually the first meeting between the Pittsburgh Peaches and the Grand Canyon Greninjas in the UCL, and it was really quick match. It was obviously a little bit more one sided, but I thought it was a very entertaining match. Other than that, I would also say take a look at the Philadelphia Alligators versus the Newcastle Nido Kings. And of course, for the Philadelphia Alligators, the coach, Mr. PK Sparks that hotness has been going through some personal issues, has been debating about whether or not he wants to come back for season 2. So if you want to see the Philadelphia Alligators come back, make sure you go check out his week 6 battle with the Newcastle Nido Kings and tell him how much you want to see him come back for season 2. But with all that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and take off for today. I should have hopefully a preview video for the playoffs, taking a look at the analysis for them, coming up tomorrow as well, and then everything should be back on schedule with a review of the playoffs on Tuesday, and then the championship the Tuesday after that. So thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and good night.